Hey, welcome back. You're getting this video because your coach thinks that you've scored too high on the agreeableness scale in the Big Five, that you might be too agreeable. A person who is too agreeable is saying yes too often, is saying yes without even thinking about it, and is saying yes without thinking about their own personal boundaries or their other responsibilities and their other commitments. So agreeableness is a balance. This is on a scale of 0 to 100 in the Big Five, and in my opinion, I think most of us should try and shoot for being around in the middle, around 50. The reason we want to be somewhere in the middle, if we're too agreeable and we're saying yes too often or without thinking about our decisions, we're not taking care of ourselves. We're not respecting our own needs and our own space. So I have a couple of exercises for you. The first exercise is to ask for time. When someone asks you for a favor or asks you for help with something or asks you to attend an event, ask for time. Say, thank you for thinking of me. I'm glad you came to me. I really appreciate the offer. I really appreciate the request. Can I give you an answer tomorrow? Or can I give you an answer on Friday? Or can I give you an answer on Monday? Allow yourself the time to think about it. And then take a note of the request in whatever activity minder you have, or even send yourself an email. And then when you have time that evening, think about the request for 5 minutes. Maybe kind of think on it for 5 minutes in the meditation and see pros and cons of the request. If you want to do it, why you want to do it, and so on. And then give yourself time to sleep on it. And then the next morning, think about it a little bit more. If you need to, take a couple days, but hopefully on the next day, you'll have a little more information on it and see what you want to tell this person. And make sure if you're saying yes, that it's for the right reasons. The other thing that I want you to practice, the second exercise I want you to practice is be comfortable with saying no. When you don't have the time to do an activity, when you really don't think it's good for you to do this activity right now, when something inside you is telling you, this isn't really good for me right now, be comfortable with saying no. Let go of any guilt from saying no. It's totally okay to say no. And it's totally okay to find a diplomatic way to say no. And you can show an appropriate level of honesty and vulnerability in that. Of course, it's different if it's a work situation or a friend situation or someone on the street. You know, we might be in a hurry to get to an appointment and a really nice person is asking us for directions. And we'd love to help, but we need to get to our appointment on time. And we say, I'd love to help you. I'm late for an appointment. I have to run. Sorry, I can't help. It's totally okay to say no to that. Now, if someone's in a life-threatening situation, screw the appointment. We're going to stop and help them because they're in a life-threatening situation. They need an ambulance, they need a doctor. Of course, we're going to stop and help, right? So it's setting that priority level and comparing that to our commitments and our own personal needs. The other thing I'd like to suggest to you is read up on boundaries, understanding what your boundaries are and understanding about taking care of your needs. So I'd like you to add a meditation to your schedule every week to think about your boundaries and your needs. Think about your boundaries and your needs and balance your agreeableness so that you're comfortable to say no and you're protecting yourself and protecting your boundaries and your needs. And talk about this with your coach in the next session. So I hope that helps, and it's good to see you.